Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would sit down and just kind of rate my foundations. Sometimes just knowing where to start with your base products is a big help. So I'm just going to go through what I've got here and let you know just exactly how I feel about it. We'll get it all sorted out. I'm going to put it into 4 categories. One being like no, well, one of the categories being like, no, don't waste your money. 2, it's okay. 3, it's really good. 4, it's a holy grail. So let's go ahead and get this done. Okay, so I think I have my 4 categories here. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't want to change anything. Yeah, I think I don't want to change anything. I think we're doing good where we're at. I set these 2 aside because I actually have yet to try these 2. This is the Maybelline Super Stay, the new skin tint, and then the Black Radiance. Yeah, Black Radiance one. I don't know that I'm actually going to try this one. I think I'm just going to donate this. I have opened it, and I did swatch it, but I have not actually used it. It's got a pretty crazy smell to it, and it was also really dark for me to use this year. So I don't think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to give this to one of my friends, somebody that's going to be a little bit of a deeper tone than me, and see if they are able to use it, because I'm not excited to use it, like, whatsoever. So again, got my 4 categories. One of them, starting here, is actually the Maybelline Super Stay, the original, the 30-hour one. This one just pulled pretty orange on me, and I feel like it just is not worth the money or the hype. I've used it a few times. Maybe I'll still set it aside just to make sure and confirm how I feel about it, and see if there's by chance anything that I may find a redeeming factor of it. But I know that I don't like this. I feel it on my skin. It didn't wear well from what I remember. I just was not into it. This one, for me, even with oily skin, I was like, no, I don't like this at all. Save your money on this. This one is the one to save your money. That's essentially the only one that I feel is absolutely horrible. Now I'm getting into the it's okay. It's alright. This one here, the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I have used more of this than I did this by far. Even to the point the pump broke on me. But it wears really well on my skin. I've really enjoyed how this felt. It does have high coverage. I would say full high coverage. The only thing about this is it's just, like I said, it's okay. It's not one that I find to help my oils in one way or another. But like I said, it's okay. It's alright. And the pumps broke, so I'm not going to be able to lay it down because it will get all over this towel. This is a Baby Yoda beach towel, and I'm really trying to keep it as clean as I possibly can. This right here is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Radiant one. If you have dry skin, this one's going to be a holy grail for you because it wears really well. It even wore pretty decently on my oily skin, but it does start off with more of that radiant type of finish, and I typically don't like that. For me, it just is not one that I go for having more oily skin, but it is lightweight. The color range is really good. I actually connected a couple of my friends to this, and they seem to really like it. So dry skin, normal skin, you may really like this, but just for me and my oily skin, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't understand the hype on this. It looks good, but it is not something that I really find myself reaching for. Normal skin, drier skin, I also think this one's going to be a really good one for you. But for me, I just found almost radiant, more of that radiant initial start off. And then it just got more radiant throughout the day. I do try to find things that will hold my oils at bay just a little bit. And this one did not. My oils weren't out of control, but I didn't find, again, that I was really reaching for this. Like, I wasn't excited to use it. I think that it's pretty good, but it's not one that I could see myself repurchasing in the future. I will probably use this bottle up and then move on to some of these other ones that I like much more. This one I'm still testing. I'm actually wearing this today, and obviously, so far, my initial thoughts on it are that it's alright. It's cool. I don't know that it's something that I will be repurchasing again after I finish this out. It is pretty finicky with primers and setting powders and things like that. It gives me about an average hold. Like, my oils still come through, obviously, but it doesn't break down, which is really nice. But I do find that I end up going through quite a bit of this. Like, it takes 2 to 3 pumps to actually get like a high medium coverage, even though it is marketed as a full coverage foundation. This was good. This was my last summer, i.e. summer 22. This was like a holy grail for me. And then after that, I just found myself not reaching for it. It wears well. It is a little bit more of a richer consistency. The shade range is not that great. Maybe he has more on his website, but where I picked this up at Sephora, it was not a really great shade range. But it does wear well. I don't notice that it gave me any kind of blurring effect, which is what it is marketed as. It's a BBB cream. So a beauty blur balm is what he's got it named as, from one size. And I have large pores because I've got oily skin, and I didn't find that it blurred them, and it didn't hold back any of my oils. So again, this is just another one that I just felt was perfect to place in this it's okay pile. It's not going to be like horrible for you to spend your money on it, but it may be something that you find you buy it once and then you're like, you know what, I don't know that I really care for this. The next pile that we got is they're really good. These are the things that I could probably see myself buying again. You know what, this one's kind of in the middle. This is one that I would place kind of between this pile and this pile. Like, it's higher than it's okay, but it's not at a place where it's like, ooh, this is really good. It's kind of just like in that spot. And this is the Dior Forever. This also is said to have like a matte finish on it, but it just almost looks more natural with a tint of radiance on it. So I think that they marketed it wrong. It wears well. It fades gracefully if it does fade at all. But it's supposed to also be transfer resistant, all those kind of things. None of that's true. Like, it's not, I find it everywhere. Same with this KVD one. It's also supposed to be transfer resistant or transfer proof, I think. No, got all over my white earrings that I was wearing. So this one is just, I mean, it's better than these, I feel like, but it's just still not as quite as wonderful as these over here. These right here, these are things that I would repurchase. Like, for sure. These are very similar. So I've got the Makeup Forever HD and the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. Both of these are springtime faves for me because in the winter, spring, my skin's a little bit more normal. And these wear beautifully. Like, the color match is on point. The feel of it is super lightweight, but it's really opaque in coverage. I really enjoy both of these. I don't know that you need both of these. Honestly, the shade range on this one is so much better than this one. So if you are deeper than me, I would check this out for sure. But I don't regret buying these. Like, these are ones that I just really lean to in those quote-unquote drier months for my skin. A drugstore option to those two is this one right here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. I love this. I think this is my second bottle. I'm pretty sure that it is, because it also is just like these. Like, it literally is a drugstore dupe to this. They wear very, very similarly. Well, I mean, it could also probably be a dupe to this. Very, very similarly. Like, I love this. When I am doing wedding makeup, this one right here is for anyone who's on a budget. It looks so good in pictures. It has no flashback. It goes on, again, seamlessly. It's lightweight. Like, this one right here is what's up. More of a skin tint. This Summer Fridays, I'm pretty sure I'm actually almost finished with this. On my lighter days when I don't necessarily want to put on like a whole full face, but I want to look decent enough to like run errands. This one is great. I can put this on with my fingers. I can put this on with a sponge, with a brush. It does not matter. And it still gives a good high light coverage. It evens out my skin tone. I have hyperpigmentation, and it will just even those things out, and it just wears really, really nicely on my skin. This one's a really, really good one. I might pick this one up again, and I say might just because I've got a backup already of the one that's in like my Holy Grail pile, but this one is very close to the Holy Grail pile. This one, unfortunately, was, I think it's being discontinued. I think they're doing something kind of crazy with it. The shade this year for me during the summer was a little deep. I didn't get as deep as this shade, or this shade, really, which is why I didn't reach for them. I'm a little torn on whether or not I should actually declutter them because I didn't get that deep, and I don't know that I'll get that deep next year. But these two are so good. I really enjoy them. This one is the Beauty Blender Bounce. It's probably not even available anymore. This one I said they might be discontinuing it. It's on sale over at my Sephora, so that's why I'm kind of wondering if they're discontinuing this one. But two completely different feels on this one. This one's more medium. Sorry, it's gross. You can tell that it's been used. I've loved it. Like, yeah. This one, more of a medium kind of finish, a good like everyday foundation, good coverage, wears really well, lightweight on the skin, doesn't break down or break up when my oils come through. This was one that I just really enjoyed, and I hope they're not discontinuing it because I should probably get a lighter shade for, you know, just when I don't get out in the sun like I didn't this year. This one, the Beauty Blender, they probably don't carry it anymore. I'm going to turn it around because the other side's really gross because I used it. I don't like this. I don't know why they made it like that, but what do I know? I just like makeup, right? This one right here is more full coverage by a long shot, but not heavy. It just has a really, really good balance between giving that opaque coverage and still feeling like you have nothing on your skin. It does. I didn't find that it broke down on my skin. When my oils came through, I could blot, and very little of this would come off. Very little. I just really enjoyed it. It didn't have a scent, any of those things. It just wore beautifully on my skin. I just, again, didn't get to wear it this summer because I didn't get that dark. This one right here, these are my holy grails. These are absolutely my holy grails. Like I said, I already have a backup of this one. This is the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. What's the official name of it? Eavesdrop Skin Tint. I love this. I so love this for any time of the year. Like the Summer Fridays one is a really good one for the cooler weather, winter, spring, heading into summer. This is good all year round on my oily skin. It does not matter. I have enjoyed how it feels, how easy it goes on. It also gives that medium coverage. They say it's light coverage. Honestly, it's like medium. It's a good medium coverage. It's very liquidy, but it's still just a really good foundation, skin tint, to be technical, to have in your collection. Even if you're just like going to walk the dog or check the mail or whatever the case may be, this one you need to buy. Like, if you have not tried this out, you need to have this. Oily skin girls, where you at? NARS Soft Matte. If you do not have this one in your collection, I'm going to need to come and find you so that we can get your life together. This, I never want to be without this. I never want to be without this in my collection, ever in my life, because this is probably the best. Granted, I have not tried any of the other ones, but the best NARS foundation there is, period. I love this. I love how it wears. I love how it feels. The shade range is fantastic. It wears well, doesn't break down when my oils come through. I can blot it and it will look just like I put it on. just like I put it on. Doesn't matter if it's hour 6, hour 9, hour 12, doesn't matter. This one just sets so beautifully on the skin that it looks like skin. I love this. Yeah, this right here, you need one. All time holy grail, all time. I think I have 4 bottles of this. Like, and I think they're all different shades because, of course, you know, summer, winter, sun, no sun, all the things. Oh, my leg is falling asleep. This is Estee Lauder's #1 selling foundation, and it has been around for probably as long as I've been around, and I am 38. And there's a good reason for it. This is great on all skin types. It's marketed to oily skin. If you've got drier skin, you will need to add a hydrating not foundation, but a primer to it. But it will wear fantastic on all skin types. If you are looking for a high-end wedding foundation, this one's it. This Estee Lauder Double Wear is the one to have for sure because it also looks really beautiful in pictures. It doesn't have any flashback. It will stay all day. I have worn this upwards of 11, 12 hours, and it looked like I just put it on 3 minutes ago. I absolutely am in love with this, and I plan that Estee Lauder will continue to market and create this. And if they don't, I got 4 bottles, so I'm good. I got what I needed. Last but not least, I have the old Lancome Tinny Doll. I have thought about doing the new one. I've swatched it a couple times. Can't seem to find a shade because they condensed the deeper shades. Don't know what kind of sense that made, but okay. Okay. The old one, though, the old one is a holy grail. And it saddens me when I find something that I really like and I think is a really good product, and then they try to change it, and it's not nearly as good as what I fell in love with. And there's a part of me that's scared that that's what happened, especially since now I can't find my shade, that's what happened. Is that I'm not going to love that one because it's not going to look like this one. This one is a little bit of a richer consistency, but it is not heavy on the skin. I still can't feel it when I put it on. It still blends in seamlessly and effortlessly. It doesn't take a lot to do a full face. I think I've used like a pump and a half of this. And it just is so, I don't want to say creamy because it's a liquid, but it is a little bit on that creamy side. I've really, really enjoyed this. If you have the Reboot, let me know down below. I want to know what your thoughts are on that, what you think of it. Is it worth it? Should I try it out? Should I just get a sample? Where would you place it in this? Is it save your money? Is it it's okay? Is it really, really good? Or is it like still a holy grail? Well, I feel that way. Help us all out because we definitely want to know. That is it, y'all. If you guys have any of these, let me organize these just a little bit more so we can put them back in the frame. If you have any of these, let me know what your thoughts are about them because I definitely would love to hear your input. I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and this will give you some new things to consider. I also have a lot of foundations I have yet to open. So if you'd like to see a video on those, just let me know and I will get that filmed and get that up for you guys. So I love you guys. May God continue to bless you and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.